Alright.
That doesn't mean I want you to attack it. That's all I can do.
I mean, I got javelins to hurl, but we got
Raazu's 80 feet up.
80 feet up. How bad is
Yeah.
Windy?
It's about the same, about 80 feet up. But Windy, you can clearly see because she's got the glowing torch out. So
Yeah,
you can see her
I
position.
won't have disadvantage when I hurl a javelin at that one.
Are you still inside your range increment with a javelin?
Javelin is
130 feet to 120.
yeah, 30, 120.
Okay, so it's a disadvantage after 30 feet.
This combat sucks.
Yeah, it really does. It's pretty bad.
I don't want to hear any complaining. No one's lost an eye yet. And let me tell you, this is fun in games.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Goodbye, Javelin.
That is a regular 20
Okay, that'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Can you push it out of the tree?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It is grappling Windy.
That's fine. I'm a monk.
So for an additional, didn't even throw that, for additional 2 damage, and please make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Okay.
Did he fail?
A 4.
Yay!
All right, I'm pushing him out the tree.
Okay.
15 feet.
I have to roll a lot of d6s now.
Please be alive. Please be alive.
Oh, I only have 66. So I'll roll those first.
Please. Wendy can fly. We should be okay, right?
Wendy's a
Oh,
monk.
this works. Yeah.
29 points of bludgeoning damage for both of you.
I use my reaction to reduce that to 0.
Okay. As they land prone, well, where do you want to land? Where do you want to push them to? So yeah, you hear the cracking of branches and the screaming of this horrible ape monster as they both land prone on the ground. Windy, you don't feel his grip on you relax at all, but it's pretty severely injured now. It's bloodied. It's literally bloodied. Like its blood is all over you as you're laying on top of it. Adrex, you moving or staying put?
Yeah.
Wendy is fist pumping like 100 times the succession though. Like, hell yeah, that was rad.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Windy,
I'll
that's
stick.
your turn.
All right. Give me 1 second. Every disadvantage to restrained I already have for being blind. I'm gonna stab this boy with the longsword.
Okay.
Grab onto me.
Well, you slash it with a longsword. It's a slashing weapon.
Hey man, I'm very complicated. I can use these in all kinds of crazy ways. That's a miss. Unarmed strike. 10 and martial arts. 15.
15 will hit.
4. 8 points. Magical slashing.
Okay. And you're not moving anywhere because you're restrained.
Yep. But yeah, that's it.
It's going to bring us to Raazu.
Raazu's fed up with this. She's done. She's done trying to break free, and she jabs her halberd at this thing that's got her grappled.
Okay.
Kill it.
That's only a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
Extra attack. That's a nat 1. Yeah.
It's remarkably difficult to use a reach weapon to hit something that's grappling you.
Exactly.
This thing moves prone. Or, I'm sorry, stands up from being prone.
Ah, shit. I should have been attacking normally. He was prone. Ah, well.
Nah, multiple sources of disadvantage because you're also
They all
restrained
cancel
and
out.
blind.
It just-
Strained and blind, yeah.
And then he just climbs 40 feet back up this tree.
Do it again!
Windy. Oh, I only get 2 attacks against you now. Because he's using one of his tentacles to hold you still. I have a 7.
No.
And I have a 20.
Oh, that just hits, literally.
Alright. 5 points of piercing damage as he takes a bite out of you on his journey up the tree.
Oh!
He also has an ability called... I don't know what either of these words mean. Boskage Brachiation?
No.
That says he doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it moves out of an enemy's reach by climbing, which he just did.
I mean, he wasn't next to anything.
He was next to Adrex on the ground. But he just stood up and climbed out of reach.
Oh, that boskage.
Boo.
Did I attack Raazu yet?
No, you haven't done that yet.
Alright, I'm going to. Raazu, I have an 8
Hey.
and a 16. Alright, this one can't get a bite on you either. Wow, these guys, I don't know about these monsters. I'm starting to think they kind
Knock
of
this
suck.
boy back out of this tree.
You
Knock
see
him right out.
more smoke in this tree here as some of the leaves begin to catch fire.
This is what we in the Navy called a screaming alpha.
And you see this one swing its way out into the distance. Red.
Let's go ahead and shoot this one that has light next to it.
Okay.
I would.
That'll hit an armor class of 13.
13 does not hit.
See
Give
what this
Adrex
asshole-
advantage on his next attack, and that's the end of Red's turn.
See, Raazu can't use saving face to bump up her rolls because nobody's close to her now.
You can see me.
Adrex.
30 feet.
All right. I have another javelin.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hurl it at Monkey Boy.
Okay.
I have advantage, which cancels out disadvantage.
That's true.
No, he's low enough you'd be at advantage.
Yeah, he's
It's
only
only
40,
30.
he's only 40 feet up the tree.
Okay. Yeah.
Get him.
That is a 22
22 will hit.
for 7 damage. Is he still going?
He doesn't drop Windy at this point, but you hear your javelin hit its mark, and Windy, you feel the beast shudder.
All right. Well, another DC 16 strength saving throw, please, and take an additional 3 damage. Man, God, there's 8 sides on that die.
You got a 8 on the strength save.
All right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fist pumping all the way down.
11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Which I reduced to 0.
and they land prone once again in this square. And he's looking worse than before, and now he's got a javelin poking out of his butt. Adrex, moving or staying
so-
put?
No, Adrex is a second attack.
Okay.
Gonna stab Monkey Boy that's
He's-
prone.
Laying prone there, yeah.
Its advantage is, if I recall my rules correctly.
That's correct, yes.
I believe in you, Adrex.
It's a pair of 8s, so 16
16 will hit.
for another 8 damage.
Okay. And the thing is grievously wounded at this point.
Ah!
Moving or staying put?
Stay put.
All right, Wendy, can you be the guy right here and finish off this terrible monkey?
I mean, I can try. This monkey sucks.
I'm going to see if I can find the image of them out of the book here.
Putting these dice and dice.
That's a 16
16 will hit.
for 13 slashing magical.
And you feel the thing's grip go slack as you end its screeching and hooting once and for all.
Nice. I'll pick myself up from prone,
Okay.
and then I'll take off and step of the wind to get back up to Raazu.
Back up to the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Raazu is swearing. In
You better have another monkey.
I'm gonna paste a picture of this thing to Twitch chat, and you'll see why I had to use it because of how awesome it looks.
Oh my god! Why? What? No.
That's a
I knew
19
it was.
to hit.
I knew it was Tomophos.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
For 8 slashing magical.
And this is against the one that's grappling Raazu.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what was that attack with?
That was with my my fists.
With your fist, okay. And once again, I mean, just hammering your fist into this thing, it's just pure solid muscle. And it's very angry as you're challenging it for its next meal.
I basically just charged towards it, flying one fist outstretched. That nice 60 feet punch.
Is that it? You used the key point to Step of the Wind, yes?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Raazu.
Let's go ahead and try to halberd it. Because one roll to try and break free, that sucks.
Flap of the wind, they call it.
Flap of the wind? Oh, neat. Oh,
Gross.
hey, that's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Yeah, let's put some Paladin stank on this.
This guy looks like he has the breath of the wild.
Yeah. Does he count as fiend or undead? Probably not.
No.
Okay. I mean, you just posted the stat block there, so. Oh, that's a 15 slashing damage and 12 radiant damage for that thing.
Okay. And it is grievously wounded, beyond bloody to this point, as your
Let's-
halberd finds its mark. You leave a great slash across its chest.
Let's do that again. That is a 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
For 11 slashing damage.
Okay. You give that slash across its chest a little brother as well.
Yep.
This thing's on its last legs, and it's starting to look terrified. Its rage has melted away
Okay.
into self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not moving anywhere.
Yeah, Raazu's getting ready for the big drop.
It's coming. Raazu,
That
Hey.
big sleep.
Wendy, do you have a reaction to use?
I do.
I'll let you use a reaction to try to catch Raazu.
Alright, yeah. I'll go for it.
Now, considering she's
kind of-
wearing heavy armor,
So this is a strength check, is what you're saying?
yeah, use your reaction to make a strength check.
You might be on your own, Raazu. I'm not the world's
Hey,
strongest.
you know what?
Yeah, that's a 6.
A 6.
Would have been an 18, but
So, Wendy, you're watching as... No, you're not. This
You're
thing releases Raazu, and you instinctively reach out to grab her, and you get a hold of her, but, I mean, she's wearing heavy armor, and she's got all this equipment, and she's like a 9-foot-tall hobgoblin, and you realize if you hold on, you're both going to go tumbling out of this tree together. Raazu,
Yeah,
you
and
can
I already
make-
used my reaction.
You can use a strength saving throw at disadvantage to grab some branches on the way down and reduce this falling damage.
it's only a 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should just stop
Would
using
it?
armor.
Yeah. Well.
15 points, bludgeoning damage. As you fall out of this tree, this thing lets go of its grip, and you start to fall. And you lash out wildly to grab one of these branches, and you finally do grab one, about 10 feet off the ground, one of the lowest branches that the thing originally grabbed you from.
There goes my short rest healing.
And, I mean, you just hit it with your stomach, and it knocks the wind out of you.
Ah!
And this thing is going to swing the frick out of this tree. And it disappears into the canopy in the darkness. And you hear the hooting and hollering start to dissipate and become silent.
Well, maybe at least they learned their lesson.
Red,
Mm-hmm.
what's next with you?
Active perception check from here.
Okay.
That would be a 20.
A 20? Okay, let me just draw out
Yep.
the rest of these trees here since you've advanced out into
I'm just
the field.
imagining like a video game when you're looking through a telescope. Like the vision just pans over and you just see Wendy just fist pumping in the tree.
Oh, that's not a circle. What the hell was that? I don't know what
That's
this
like
is.
that's a doobly doo.
I drew a doobly-doo.
Looks
It's
like
the
a circle
worst
to
tree.
me.
Classic brick road.
Yeah, sorry. I'm terrible.
Classic doobly doo.
And you got a 20 on that perception?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a considerable amount of movement in these two trees,
Mm-hmm.
and this one up here. But it all seems to be moving away from you. They seem to be retreating.
Probably 3 of them up in the trees that seem to be leaving. That's the end of Red's turn.
Okay, Adrex.
Well, Adrex is out of things to hurl. So let's see what Adrex can find.
Classic major.
What are you looking for?
All of his weapons he threw.
Okay. Is anybody giving
out of
chase to the monkey monsters?
I probably would if I could see them.
Okay. Red, are you
No, I'm
giving
just
chase?
No, I'm just making sure they aren't gonna pop out of a tree and grab someone again.
Okay. It never goes completely silent, and as you're watching, you do see them kind of congregate in one of these back trees. You see them as they swing from branch to branch in the canopy. And it falls silent, but never completely silent. You can still hear the movement. You can still hear some whimpering from that direction. But the dead one down here doesn't get back up.
So lets out a sigh and carefully drops out of the tree.
How is this tree doing?
Smoldering. I mean, it's not going to burst into flames, but parts of it are smoldering.
All right. And what does Adrex get back of his thrown shit?
Half of what you threw.
All right.
Back to half.
Typically, I would say with javelins and axes, you can probably find all of them useful, but there's anything you threw and missed with has been flung off into the abyss.
The moment after Raazu just kind of like lands heavily on her feet, Wendy pulls out of her 60-foot dive and backflips down to land next to her.
Raazu's like, I can do that, but I don't want to.
Raazu stares at Wendy, but then just doesn't say anything. Just starts.
Wendy can't
walking.
tell.
Just doesn't say anything. Just keeps walking.
Just staring at Wendy. Wendy's completely oblivious.
Hey, you
She's-
find yourselves on this soil on the top of this plateau in the abyss, surrounded by these very tightly, densely packed, strange trees.
Raazu decides to light another torch, and let's keep going.
Okay. Sorry about the banging, but I'm switching books here.
Wendy feels the heat on her face from the burning tree. Wait, what happened?
Yeah,
Adrex burned one of the trees.
Nice.
it was a good idea.
Got it.
I bet it was.
Birdie rustles in Adrex's pack, and Adrex just smacks his pack.
Raazu casts some light to the other land bridge out that way.
Okay.
Does Wendy still have her torch out?
Yeah, I've still got mine, but I'm willing to hand it off to someone if they want it. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to tie it to myself.
And approaching this bridge, you see where a couple of these trees that are clinging onto the sides of this earthen plateau with their roots. Their trunks snake weirdly underneath this bridge at a couple places. But only the first, 20 or 30 feet of it. And then beyond that, it's another earthen bridge spanning the abyss.
This is weird.
I guess we just take it real slow and careful like again.
And from
Wendy's
here,
trying
Raazu,
this-
when you look upwards and to the north, you can see the bottom of an exceptionally large stalactite, and from this one you can see many, many spider webs clinging around the sides and bottom of it. You surmise this is where the dungeons must have been, high above you.
Okay.
Is this our marching order here?
I was going to be in the back.
Okay.
Figure
I'll
Windy
be
should be in the middle.
further up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Raazu, what's your active perception?
Active perception is I will have to make a roll for.
No, I'm sorry, not active, passive.
Oh, passive
Why
perception.
would I ask you
that's
for your active
That's
perception?
11.
I'm a
You
dumb
said
face.
active. You said the word active, Brooker.
Wendy, what's yours?
Mine is 17 if auditory, 12 if visual.
How is it 12? If
Well,
visual?
actually 0 if visual.
Yeah, you automatically fail visual, but it's
Yeah,
not
so
visual.
17 if auditory.
As
That's
you're
all I got.
walking, it's not auditory either, actually. As you're walking, actually, you'd have advantage on this because you're barefoot. As you're walking through the earth, the bridge coming here, you are stepping through the earth with your talons, and you could feel the stone and brickwork with your talons underneath. And so you do for the first, I don't know, 30 feet or so of this bridge as you're walking, as, Raazu's stomping along in front of you, and Adrex is stomping along behind. And this time you don't feel stone through the several inches of earth that you step through. It feels softer and moist, almost like the spongy fungus floor out in the mushroom forest you crossed to get here. After a couple of these steps, you realize there's not a stone bridge underneath this earth anymore. And you still have most of the bridge to cross at this point.
I'll
You
relate
stop.
that to Red, but I'm trying to whisper so that Adrix doesn't hear it.
Okay.
Well, Adrex is barefoot too, so he feels it.
What's your passive perception?
11?
11? I
Or-
mean,
Adrex is dumb.
yeah. But you're just tromping along. How big of a footprint can I make in all this dirt?
This seems like an important safety issue that needs to be addressed to the whole group.
That's why I told Red.
You know what they say about Dragonborn with big feet?
Big shoes.
They are experts on elves.
Oh my god. So what's next?
If
Question.
if Wendy isn't stopping Raazu, she's
Okay. Wendy, you're not stopping Raazu?
No, I'm just telling Red. I figure if it's held our weight this long, it probably still will.
Okay.
Raazu, actually, let me go first and see. A, I'm lighter than you, and B, I should probably get a good look at this before I move over it.
pass the torch.
Okay. Red,
Can I
what are you
make
doing?
an investigate check as I'm moving to see if I think anything's going to give out under me?
You're wearing boots?
Yeah.
The floor seems solid enough. It's not swaying or moving. You don't hear any weird cracking noises. And with your feet, with your boots, what's your passive perception?
17, I believe. Let me double check.
17?
Actually, Red,
Passive
let me go
perception
first,
is
I can
20.
fly.
At first, you don't feel anything amiss, but after Wendy describes what she felt, digging down into the earth with the toe of your boot, you can feel that there's not brickwork under you. It's some other substance. But it feels solid. It feels like it's not having any difficulty supporting your weight.
How deep is the dirt?
Couple inches.
I'll stop the group and pull out a scraper and clear a couple, maybe a foot square of dirt in front of me.
Okay.
To get a better look at what it's resting on.
That sounds awesome. Go ahead and roll initiative. Good news is you're not surprised this time.
Oh, good.
That's not what the die says.
I really like the idea of Red going first. Like, hey, I'm lighter than you. Let me go first in case this collapses. Meanwhile, the bird is just kind of lumbering behind.
But you can't see anything.
I can feel the bridge collapse.
Yeah, but we'd have to tell you if it was going to turn or if you're going to walk into something.
It would be a whole process, yeah.
Wendy.
Yeah.
You have a really bad feeling and you're not sure why. It's your turn.
All right.
I mean,
I'm
you
going-
know what Red's doing. He's down there clearing earth away. Now, Red, When you're clearing space away, are you just scraping earth off into the void, or are you being careful to not do that?
No, I'm just clearing a space so I can get a look at things. It's in the center of the platform, so I wouldn't have to push anything off.
Okay. Windy. it's your
Can I move Red back without like pushing him off the platform?
So you felt from about... Where were you standing originally?
Oh, it's right here.
Okay, so you felt from about here. The
Yeah.
First, almost 30 feet of the bridge. From about where Adrex is standing, this is the last part where it was solid stone.
I'm not trying to move him all the way back.
Mhm.
I just don't want him standing where he is.
Okay.
Can I do that without danger of pushing him off?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, then I'm
Assuming,
going to
assuming he
move
doesn't
Red back,
object and Raazu doesn't try to stop you.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
take his place, and I'm going to dodge.
Okay. So I don't get advantage on you anymore. Okay, I've got a 15
No.
and a 15.
Nope.
Very suddenly, dodging in place, you dance out of the way of two pseudopods that reach up from underneath the bridge. One lashes out from the north side, and one lashes out to the south side, trying to get a hold of your legs, but neither one connects.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is the bridge is a mimic.
Ah!
Red, you're up.
So what exactly do I see? Are these like still there after they attack, or they retreat into the dirt, or
They
what?
lashed up from underneath, like the underside of the bridge, formed these
Oh, okay.
pseudopods, and reached around to grab hold of Windy. She danced out of the way, and the pseudopods disappeared back under the bridge.
I will move 5, 10. I'll drop the torch that apparently I'm somehow. Oh, yep. 5,
Yeah, because I passed
10,
it to you.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I will ready an action that if a pseudopod tries to grab one of my companions, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Adrex.
Question. I'm sorry, Brickroad.
Yeah.
Would that creature have been considered within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a attack of opportunity on that.
Sure. Now,
Oh, it's got, and that's the thymosis.
I learned this because I follow the D&D peoples on the tweeters.
Yeah.
Apparently, making your reaction attack with Sentinel doesn't technically count as an attack of opportunity. It's just identical to an attack of opportunity in every way.
Nice.
That's only a 13 to hit, though.
That's right.
A 13 to hit, that'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And let's put some stank on that then.
I wonder what kind of edge case you could design around that.
I thought really hard about it, but I couldn't come up with one.
4E was
See.
completely built around that, and it was a pain in the ass.
4 slashing damage, 9 radiant.
Okay.
Sorry to kind of take things out of order there.
No, you're fine.
No,
I mean,
it's
this pseudopod lashes up, and you whip out with your halberd, and the thing writhes with a deep cut in it back underneath the bridge. Now it's what's his name's turn, Mr. Dragon Man.
I hate this. I genuinely hate everything about this.
Well, yeah.
Adrex go up behind Raazu
Okay.
and go. It's not dodge. It's what? Defend. I forget
No,
what
it's
it is.
dodge.
Is it dodge? It's
Yeah,
dodge for everybody. All right.
To grant disadvantage. Yes.
Okay. So dodging there.
Yep.
Raazu.
I'm going to dodge as well, because if this is a mimic and this thing dies and we're standing on it, it's going to melt away. Life is going to be terrible for the lot of us.
4 of us. 3 of us.
Windy.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge.
Wendy?
Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to ready an action to swing at something if it comes up within 5 feet of me,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my key point to dodge.
Windy. This is going to trigger your readied action.
Okay.
So go ahead and do yours first before I tell you what awesome numbers I rolled. This is also going to trigger Red's held action back there.
Yep.
As the pseudopods reach up and try to grab Windy one more time.
That's a 14.
That's a no.
14 will hit. And Red, you missed.
Got a 1. Yep.
Yeah,
7
one's not gonna
slashing magical.
Okay.
And I'm just marking that arrow off. I'm not gonna say I think I get a half chance of getting it back.
You could go on like an awesome campaign spanning quest to retrieve that one arrow from the bowels of the Underdark.
Well, no, I can't. I have to miss another one before I can do that.
Raazu is gonna use it. Raazu is gonna react for Sentinel again.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
so
there's
only
19
7
other
to
sides
hit.
could have rolled.
Yeah, no, and all of them would have been better. That's only a 7 to hit.
7 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
All right, so Windy, I have an 18
Nope.
and a 16.
Nope.
As 2 more pseudopods lash out. And when they do, Red looses an arrow, and you lash out with your longsword, and Raazu with her halberd. And the things retreat back under the bridge. It's going to bring us to Red again.
Same ready to action.
Okay.
I can't see these pseudopods. I don't know if the pseudopods can hear me, but if they can, I will give Raazu advantage on her next attack against them.
Okay.
Can they see you?
That doesn't use any resource, right? You just declare that as an
So
action?
that's a bonus action, yeah.
Because at this moment, you don't know whether or not that could work.
Right. Yeah.
So for all you know, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Adrex.
Same deal.
So you're readying an action?
No. Dodging.
Dodging.
Step back. Step back.
All right. Step back.
Raazu.
I'm going to step back here and dodge again.
And dodge again. Windy.
Yep. Dodge.
As you guys are stepping back 5 feet at a time.
I don't know why everyone else is doing 5 feet. I'm doing it because it makes me behind them.
Raazu, you are dodging.
Yep.
I have a 22
Yeah, that'll do.
and a 7.
Not quite.
Red, you had a ready action to shoot that pseudopod.
Yep.
You may go ahead and fire it off, my friend.
Hey!
That's a crit.
Okay.
Kill it.
Need more dice.
Ooh, pretty good numbers.
That's 26 damage.
That's a lot of damage. And Raazu, the pseudopod lashes out at your legs. Did I give you damage for that yet?
No, you didn't.
Okay. I got tied up in what dice I haven't rolled yet this turn. 6 points, bludgeoning damage. And for the second time today, you are grappled. And the pseudopod whips Raazu off the bridge. And you see her disappear underneath. Raazu, you're slammed up onto the bottom of the bridge. And you look across the bottom of it. And you see this dripping, horrible, adhesive slime coating the entire bottom of the bridge. Parts
The
of it
bridge isn't-
are coagulated into hard spikes. in the place where the slime touches your flesh, you can feel it has like a burning sensation. The pseudopod sticks you to the flypaper on the bottom of the bridge and leaves you there to go back to your friends.
I am not happy.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
How thick is the bridge where I am if I peer over the edge?
It's maybe made out of 5 or 6 foot wide blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, about 5 or 6 feet, plus the couple inches of earth on the top.
And if I'm looking at it, is the surface like smooth, or does it look like I could climb down to the side and have a handhold?
You could climb down because yeah, this is mortar. It's the same kind of brickwork, so it's definitely climbable.
All right.
Don't get attacked or accidentally fall.
I'll climb down to there, and then can I get a good view of the underbridge from there if I peer down?
You can see some of the dripping slime and some of the spikes, and you can see Raazu kind of her whole body stuck to the bridge. Raazu, I'll let you decide if you're face up or face down. What do you want?
Facing down toward the abyss.
And is there, from my perspective, is there actually a creature there with Raazu? Like,
you
are
see
these
several more of
pseudopods?
these pseudopods forming all around her. You have a clear shot.
All right.
at some
Well,
of
I
the
got.
protrusions.
I'll leave my bow. I'll drop my bow on the ground up here as I'm doing that.
Okay.
Take a dagger off my belt, and here we go. One-handed throw. That'll hit an armor class of 18.
18 will hit.
And is it adjacent to Raazu? If there was one like that, that's the one I would pick to throw it at. Okay. Not planning on getting that dagger back either.
It's gone.
You might.
16 damage.
16. Raazu.
Hey,
Actually, all of you feel the bridge shudder as these pseudopods lose consistency and kind of dangle limply from the bridge. And they start to melt and drip away. And Raazu, you start to feel the adhesive keeping you pinned to the bottom of this bridge start to lose its grip.
I don't like this.
Red, moving
We
your staying put.
probably shouldn't have left all the rope on the stairwell. Let's see. So that was 10 feet to do the climb. Then I had to climb back up. So that's 20 feet of movement. That's the end of my movement. Were there more pseudopods down there?
No, the monster, you've killed the monster. It's dead.
Go to there just in case I can do anything to help Raazu get back up.
Okay. Adrex.
Adrex, grab my cloak. It's magical. I'll whip it off for him.
Okay.
Drape it over. I'll go down there and get Raazu.
Well, hold on. How far down is Raazu underneath the bridge? Like,
So-
can I stick an arm out and like touch Raazu?
If you laid on your stomach and reached way, way down with your arm along the edge of the bridge, you could reach up to the underside of it with the tips of your fingers. But I mean, it's a real stretch because we're talking a good. It's about 5 or 6 feet deep.
You hold on to my cloak. I'll drive down there and give the other end of it to Raazu, and then I'll chip her off whatever's keeping her there.
All right. My other plan involved my shield. So, all right.
Which is also a pretty good plan. So yeah, Adrex, what are you doing?
I will grab hold of Wendy's magical cloak
Okay.
and get a good, firm, two-handed grip on it. Watch my back.
Yep.
Raazu, are you doing anything special? You could probably wiggle yourself free of the adhesive if you want.
Yeah, but that means I go falling into the abyss. That sounds like a terrible
Raazu,
idea.
get ready to grab onto something.
Ready in action to grab onto something.
Okay. Do you carry
And
a
then-
shield?
Just her halberd.
Just your halberd. You don't have a shield. Okay.
Yeah.
You can grab onto something with one hand, but if you want to use both hands, you have to drop the halberd.
Yeah, no, that ain't
Or
happening.
stick it to the bottom of the bridge and get it later.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah, actually, that is a good plan. I'm gonna jam the butt of the halberd into the goop.
Into the goop. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not a permanent solution, but you're pretty sure this goop will hold this halberd a lot longer than it'll hold your heavy ass.
Yeah.
All right, Wendy, what's the master plan here?
I'm gonna flip down beneath the bridge and hand off the edge of the cloak to Raazu, and then I'm not gonna be able to get back up, so I'm just gonna let go and fly down so that I can fly my way back up on the other side.
And what's the plan with this cloak? What does it do?
So the plan with the cloak is just it's magical, so it's just naturally more resistant to just frickin' ripping.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Raazu hold on to it, Adrex holds the other end, and when she gets let go from the bridge, he can pull her back up.
Gotcha. And then you're gonna fly down in the next round, turn around, and come back up.
Yeah.
Hey, Red, you're just watching with bated breath.
What was? I don't. Sorry, are we on initiative? What are we exactly doing?
We're
right
on
now?
the initiative order. What's happened is Wendy's given one half of her cloak to Adrex, the other half to Raazu under the bridge, with the hope that when the bridge lets go of Raazu, Adrex can grab her and pull her out.
I'm gonna go ahead and hammer a piton into the side of the. While they're doing that, hammer a piton to the side of the bridge about as far down as I can reach, laying on my stomach.
Okay. How far
Is
down
this
along
the-
the side of the bridge? You want it to be kind of towards the bottom? Because
Yeah, as close to that. I mean, at the edge of my reach, which I'm.
Destil,
figure I'm not-
I think it would be ideal to make sure you actually hammered into stone and not mimic.
Oh, there's no mimic left. You guys killed the mimic. And
Uh,
You would
Adrex.
just be able
let's
to
say-
burrow through dirt.
Let's see, 4 feet down.
Okay. Adrex, you're just bracing yourself with this cloak.
Yep.
All right. Adrex and Raazu. Strength checks.
Not strength acrobatics.
Nope, just
Strength.
straight strength. This is just pure load.
Blip, because I'm not going to.
Go sailing down into the dirt.
God damn it.
It's no, that's probably fine. Like you're just trying to carry your own weight.
That's a 12.
12? How did Adrex do?
That's a crit.
Oh,
nat
nice. And yeah, Raazu, I mean, you get this halberd up into the goop, and you feel just the weight of your armor start to slip free. And you grab holds of this cloak with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
And Adrex, you feel the burn in your arms and the pull on your legs as you grip this ground as Raazu flies free, and you're holding her over the side, holding onto Wendy's cloak. And then after a moment, you hoist her back up onto the bridge. At this time, Wendy, are you grabbing the halberd on the way back up, or we're going to simplify that?
Yeah, I'll grab the halberd on the spin around, grab the halberd on the way back up, land next to everyone, put my cloak
Well,
on,
before
and
you
then use a
land-
bonus action to
Are you-
billow it.
Actually, Raazu, your passive perception is crap, right?
Yeah, it's pretty butts.
Okay. So yeah, Wendy, you feel around for the halberd. Get back up onto the bridge. Billow your cloak. Is it your halberd now?
No, but Wendy does raise her hands up, like asking for applause, except she's facing the wrong direction.
Okay. And you no longer
So
feel
like Adrex gets a bit of cloak in the face.
you no longer feel that softness on the bridge. Now you're feeling the stone underneath. The stone and bricks.
Okay, I was worried that this whole thing was going to collapse.
That would have been worse.
The goddamn bridge was a mimic.
What kind of world do we live in where there's a bridge mimic?
A
God's
brimming.
sake.
What terrible person would come up with something like that? My goodness!
Andy Dwyer mugs for the camera.
Andy Dreyer shits on the Office of Transportation and Mimics.
I got like 4 more monsters that can grapple you guys to death. So let's get on with it.
Okay, Raazu takes her halberd back.
No one's gotten
Fine.
swallowed yet, so we're still due for this campaign.
Claps
What do you think
Wendy
it-
on the shoulder,
Think they just occasionally gets one of those monkeys?
and then just gently
No.
prods the thing looking for stone the whole way through.
And you feel stone as you move forward.
Yeah. Raazu's taking no chances and is prodding.
I mean,
the entire
you only
way.
need that to happen to you once, I think.
Yeah.
You start prodding.
Yep.
If I could be blunt, Bridge Mimic has been in my dungeon notes since the first campaign. I just hadn't found a natural place to sneak it in until now.
Okay.
So I felt this pressure in the Planescape every time I wanted to use a Mimic to just use an actual natural treasure box Mimic. Because it was the joke at that point. It was just funny.
All
bridge
treasure is mimicked.
curves around to the side and ends in a doorway. Or, I'm sorry, a wooden door, like the likes of which you've seen throughout the compound.
Raazu calls back to Red and says, "There's a door up here. Can you
Sure.
shimmy
Check
around."
for traps.
And give me an investigation check.
I need to step away for a moment.
Nope, no trap.
That would be an investigate of 9.
A 9. Nope, looks all clear.
Yep, looks good. Is it locked? I'll try the door.
No, it's not.
All right.
Try it.
Make sure
Open it
everybody's
up.
ready and open it.
Carefully open it outward. And it opens into the bottom landing of the other half of the spiral staircase. No staircase here, but you can see the back side of the central pillar.
The door casts Gust. The cheapest magical trap in existence.
Looking at the pillar, it's made of the same kind of looping brickwork, but there's a very noticeable groove down the center of it at about your eye level, Red.
Mm-hmm.
A very noticeable and very deliberate vertical slice. Maybe an inch or so deep, and like a fraction of an inch across. Like it's wide enough that you could run your finger down the length of it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else in this room if I search around for a bit?
No, looking around, it actually, other than having the solid wall in front of you, it looks like the landings, like a bottom landing of the other towers you've been in.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't access the stairs from this side.
Can I investigate the groove to see if there's any like mechanical way to open it or anything like that?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I do that if when I'm not trained?
Yeah, you're just not going to be as good at it.
7.
It's pretty obvious that something would fit in there, but, I mean, this is Birdie's area of expertise. This is not the stuff you're real good with.
What does it look like?
It's a vertical
just a-
groove in the wall.
Does it
Or
look
the
like a
pillar.
key might fit in there, made out of
Yeah,
piano
that's where-
pieces?
That's where I was going with this.
No, because it's about 6 inches long from top to bottom, about an inch deep, and about as wide around as your finger.
Okay, so here's the thing, Brick. I will tell you real quick, if we don't find the hole to that, get ready for an entire campaign of, does it look like if you put together some piano pieces, you might be able to open that one
Oh,
up?
don't worry. If you don't solve the piano puzzle, I'm just going to put a new piano puzzle in a new dungeon, so I don't have to listen to it.
Yeah. When you finally get to say yes, it's going to be the greatest moment of the campaign.
And what's next?
Well, first,
I don't have any
I don't know about
ideas.
you guys, I want to offer this bridge.
Yeah.
We'll move Raazu in, because I'm assuming McDohl would do that.
Okay. Yeah, you're all standing in the bottom landing of this room, the semicircle room. Flat wall ahead of you, but you can see the other side of the central pillar of the staircase. So something like this. And on your side of it, you see this groove at about eye level.
So it's just a flat groove, like nothing.
It's rounded. When you put your finger in it and drag it along, it feels rounded. It's not damage. It's very deliberately gouged out like this. This is part of the decor of how the bricks fit together.
It's
So
6
something's
inches?
supposed to go in there, but I can't think of anything we've found that matches.
How about those keys from the piano room?
Yeah, no, we've been over the piano.
Mm.
Don't worry.
Adrex takes out a silver piece and slides it in the groove.
Nice, nailed it.
It's not a coin slot. You're just kind of dragging the coin from the top of the groove to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you do so.
So it's like a rod would fit in there.
Make an Arcana check.
All right.
What do you mean by rod? Let me ask you that.
I mean like a cylinder, because you said it's rounded on the inside.
Mhm.
So yeah, like a rod or like a magic wand, for example.
Thinking about the magic wands you found. I mean, some of the magic wands you found, no, because they've been like twigs and tree branches and stuff. But some of the ones you found, they tend to be about this long and these dimensions. You could see a magic wand of a certain type fitting in there pretty easily.
Do we have any that are roughly that shape and size?
Windy is not carrying any wands at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm asking the group, including the absent Kobold, who's carrying all of her wands.
So let me give you a quick description of the wand you have. You have Wand A, which is a flame arrows wand, is made out of blackened bone. You have wand.
I have a wand.
Wand
I have a
C.
wand.
Do you?
Yes. Adrex puts his wand of pyrotechnics in the slot.
Hell yeah!
The only wand I don't have on my list.
Improvise, bitch.
And it's rad.
So is that of the similar dimensions to this hole? Because I don't think we've established what it actually looks like.
This one. It doesn't say what it looks like.
It's
I would
actually
say
it's a square
Probably.
peg.
Yeah.
I would say it's it's decorated similar to a Roman candle.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a firework.
Okay. And yeah, taking your wand and putting it into this groove, you're pretty confident that a wand will fit here. But this particular wand is not of the proper dimensions. And you're probably thinking, given the nature of wands, not the proper magic either.
That's what you think. Adrex
So-
is convinced of this.
So do we have any wands that are like a wand of knock or something? I don't think so.
You have flame arrows. You have a water-breathing wand, which is a polished silver one. But it has coral inlay, so it has like bumps and grooves along it. The second one you have is the Create Water wand, which is like spongy, porous coral, but it's not straight. It's crookedy and twisted. And then finally you have the Earthbind wand, which you took from Huyan.
I mean, that sounds good.
That's a wooden wand, but it has an orange gem at the end, so it's fatter at one end than at the other. So none of the ones you own have the proper dimensions for this groove.
So we might have to go look for one back in the other parts of this tower.
Yeah.
But at least now we know what we're looking for.
I mean, now we are looking for something. Well, you're not looking for anything, Wendy, but the rest of us are.
I guess we make our way back around.
Who's first back across the Mimic Bridge?
Wendy.
Raazu wants to be in first.
So, Nodal, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Having played Abduction, especially,
Yeah.
how irritating would it be to walk out of this door and know you're trying to get here, and you know your guy can shimmy around, but the game just won't let you?
Oh man. So here's the thing. Wendy could totally just fly back over there, but I wouldn't be able to land because I need somebody to tell me where the ground is.
I mean, I could maybe try climbing along the edge of it.
Climbing around the
Well,
edge of
probably
this
that's not
stalactite is definitely possible, but I'll leave it up to
Uh-huh.
you guys if you want to attempt it.
Nope.
Well, I feel like nobody else could do it.
I
so.
feel like if we move our tiles fast enough, Rick won't catch us before we leave the bridge.
Well, before anyone steps onto these trees, I want to make an active perception and make sure those monkeys aren't the ones that we're planning to pass by.
There's no need, unless you guys are trying to be super quiet coming across this bridge. But I mean, you've got light sources and you're tromping in big boots. And as soon as you do, you see the motion as several of these creatures from these trees move away from you back into the canopy in the corner as far away as possible.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
So where's your next destination from here?
Raazu stares up at the canopy where she knows they're at, wraps the trunk of this tree with her halberd, staring that direction stops a minute and then continues on.
Not sure what you think that accomplished, but okay.
She's just being alpha.
It made her feel better.
Save
I
your
think
mana.
once we're across this bridge,
Meow.
we should go back up and retrieve that Pitten and those ropes.
Yep.
You see, you still have, what is it, 140 feet of coiled rope going up to
Oh,
floor 2?
Christ.
Yeah.
Once we put in the wand, the whole thing's going to spin around. And then we're going to get through a different door.
You think?
Yeah.
The good news is the stairs don't turn into a slide. You find your rope and you gather it back up as you. Which level are you headed towards?
We have to go up to the landing to get the pit and all the rope back.
Yeah.
And then after that, I mean, the room with the musical instruments, we might be able to search that a little bit more thoroughly to look for any wands. That's the closest.
Okay. Go ahead and open that up.
Oh, there was a flute, wasn't there? Wasn't there a flute that...
There were lots of flutes in this room. There was lots of
We,
instruments to carry. Just Birdie took a flute with him.
now that we know the appropriate size for the thing, for the hole, if
Mhm.
we spot any flutes that look right.
The flute Birdie took would be too long, for one thing. It's
Alright.
longer than 6 inches. Bigger
Yeah.
around.
But I mean, that's a good point. We might as well, while looking over the flutes, see if any of the flutes might be, in fact, disguised magic wands.
Okay.
I mean, I just want to thoroughly toss the room and search around. Also, you know, we still have the piano keys, too.
Yeah.
So everybody go ahead and place yourself in the room where you're searching.
So I'm going to start moving instruments into piles and categorizing them along this wall.
Alphabetically?
No, by type, percussion, woodwind.
Yeah, but how do you decide where percussion and woodwind go?
Pretty much arbitrarily.
And Windy, what are you doing while they're looking around?
I'm just kind of going to be, like, rubbing my fingertips over the various musical instruments.
Well, if you're doing that, you're making music, because this instrument here is a large standing harp.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay, so the room echoes with the sounds of this harp. All three of you go ahead and... Oh, sorry, Raazu, what were you checking out over here?
Raazu is going through the display cases.
Okay, everybody go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm bad at these.
As is Raazu.
Hey.
That's
17?
a 3.
Red got a 17.
Yep.
9.
What did
Six-
Adrex get?
15.
9.
A 9. Adrex, what are you doing with the piano?
He's looking it over. Looking underneath the piano itself, and then looking inside, because I believe the bard unlocked it, right? So, and then looking on the inside of the piano.
And Red, you're
Because Adrex figures like we've got the keys from the keys, so that's that.
Red, you're categorizing musical instruments.
Yep.
And Raazu is checking out display cases.
Mm-hmm.
And Windy's playing the harp.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of like rubbing my fingers over instruments. I'm hoping to feel magic tingles.
Say Skyrim, fool. Adrex.
Yeah.
The inside of the piano, you feel like you instinctively know how it all works, the mechanics of it. You see one section towards the back, as you open it up and look into it. So around the back of the piano, a wooden inlay on the inside that has no mechanisms attached to it. The strings don't run into it. You don't know what it's for. The dimensions of it are fairly large, too. It's about almost 3 feet wide and 2 feet deep. And there's lots of decorative areas on the inside of this beautifully made instrument. You're pretty sure you wouldn't have noticed it, but for not with your proficiency with playing. You've got this weird dimension box that doesn't seem to have any mechanical function in playing songs.
Well, let's take a look at that box then. Can I grab it? Can I pull it? Attach? Is it part of it?
It's part of the piano, set in such a way that the back end of the box would be the inside of the back face of the piano.
Piano mimic.
I mean, Mario 64 already did that, so...
Yeah.
Let's hack at this piano. If I can't figure out how to pull it apart, let's hack at it. Start smacking it
Adrex.
Just start hitting it with what?
with the sword. I got
Make-
2.
A charisma saving throw.
Shit.
Remember that you're one less.
Yeah, I know. I got it on my character sheet. Oh, that's not great. That is a 10.
You gotta just frustratingly just Adrex smash upon this piano, and you just can't bring yourself to do it. You get overwhelmed with sadness as you rear back to strike, and you realize to damage this instrument, which contains so much raw emotion and which creates so much beauty, would be a sin.
And Adrex looks sad again.
Red and Raazu, from your various tasks, I mean, you're watching Adrex. He looks very intently inside this piano, then rears back to smash his hands down upon it, but then thinks better of it, droops his head, and starts to wander away.
Bum, bum, bum.
Raazu
Bum, bum.
heads over to the piano to try to find out what Adrex was looking at.
And Raazu has no skill with pianos, so she has no idea.
Adrex, what'd you find?
And
Looked like you found something there for a second.
Adrex goes over and he points to the box on the underside of the piano lid.
Yeah,
See.
the far side of the inside of the piano. So the back of this wooden box would align with the back panel of the piano.
So
So
usually
can
when you
I,
press the
are
keys
there
or
any
push the pedals, they
Slots are there any slots or anything like that on the thing where these keys that we found in here might fit into?
On the inside of the wooden box?
Yeah.
No, you don't see anything. It looks smooth and unfinished. Red, what
Can
are you doing
I
back
go to the back and open it up and just lean the top of the piano over against this wall so that I'm just, I can get better access to this thing on the back of it?
there? Make an investigation check back there.
Nice.
Yeah, 26.
26. Going to the back pane of the piano where the back edge is painted and beautifully finished. And you're about to open it up and look at this box from the other side when you realize there's a secret catch just underneath on the back.
Mhm.
And when you trip it, the panel slides away, granting access to the back of the wooden box from where you're standing.
Mhm.
And you see
Oh God.
Sorry, I've got to do some more Photoshop magic.
No, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
3 bizarrely shaped keyholes.
Ah.
Is this my vector, or... That's the one I want. The first one is shaped like this. The second is shaped like this. The third is shaped like this. So let's go ahead and take our break. It's 4:30. Let's go ahead and get you coffee, get you bagel. Worry about the literal piano keys puzzle. Come back in 15 minutes, reconvene at 4:45, and we will see where you guys are.